Hi guys, welcome back. It is Wednesday. Feels like a Saturday, but it's not. Pay no attention to my messy closet. It is Wednesday the 15th. I do not have the baby with me. I was gonna film earlier so you could see him, but he was a little fussy today. But I got in 369 stitches yesterday. Not as good as I wanted because we went to lunch at 12:30. We decided to go and get ramen, which is half an hour away, and it took so long for it was like an actual sit down place. It took so long to actually get to us that we didn't get back until we had to pick the baby up. So yeah. But still better than I've been getting. I'm gonna do some stitching now. We are almost done with pirates, but I didn't finish because the colors we have left show up a lot above the area in the Mark Twain. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up a little bit at the bottom and then move the Q snap, and then I will finish out pirates. But I think there's only 3 colors that I'm short. But we did get a lot of greens put in, and so I'm going to show you that. And the baby is currently with my husband, well, technically with my mother-in-law. My husband had a chiropractor appointment down by her house, so he decided to take him down there to give me a break. So we'll see what I can do. Been doing a lot of house cleaning. Decided that baby really likes the carrier, and so like the chest carrier thing, and he likes cleaning with me, so I've been doing that. He doesn't like sitting down and stitching, of course, because that would be too easy. But I can kind of get where he's coming from. It's a little boring to just sit there and stare at nothing. So I'm going to do that, and we'll see how much we can put in. But here is where we're at. We put in all of this. The yellow's up here. I'm going to fill in this area next. And I did park this thread because it was long enough that if I can grab it. This isn't even where it's parked. It continues on up there, but there's enough of it left that I didn't feel like cutting it off because the next color is like literally like right there. So just parked it for now until we can move that, and I'm gonna continue doing this. Hopefully I can get the yearly finished soon-ish. But I'm currently working on filling out my water bottles in Stitching Adventure and just doing the yearly on Magical. I think Saturday I'm going to go to my Stitchy group. I'm hoping my hubby will let me do that. I shouldn't say let me. Hoping he won't mind me doing that, because obviously he has to watch the baby. I think it'll be fine, but so I'm hoping to get more progress then. But I did order a Case Creations lap stand. It's not going to be here in time to use there, but I need more of a lap stand just because I'm a little, obviously, out of space since these are on the bed. But I still have some more organizing. I did clean off my whole desk, so that has been very helpful for me because it was a mess. But I'm going to pull out my Cricut actually for a little bit too and make my Father's Day card for my husband, which I'm glad I thought of because I forgot that I had to do that today. I was thinking Father's Day was next week, but it's definitely not. So I'm going to do that really quick and hopefully get some stitching in. But if not, I will see you in a couple days. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Thursday the 16th. It's 9:15 and I can stitch for a couple hours. I have a work thing to do today, even though we are officially out. We have a optional come meet our new teachers we're getting and hang out with coworker day, so at the park. So I figured I'd do that. Need to figure out what I'm gonna have for lunch because we have to bring ours, but I have to leave for that I think at like 11:30, so I finished reorganizing most of my craft room yesterday. The closet is still a mess. It's actually organized in there, it's just a lot, so really liking my streaks in my hair today. Anyway, I put in, how many was it? $219 stitches yesterday. So basically just put in all of the 907. Well, not all of it, but in that section. And then we're putting in some 905 and we'll continue to fill in that. I think there's one more color, probably 906, who knows, to fill in that bottom section. And then I think I'll be able to move the Q-snap, but I'll have to see what ends up filling in closer to the bottom. Once I flip around, I'll show you what I mean, but made Father's Day card, made label for my son's bag. So I got all that done yesterday, so I am feeling pretty accomplished. Anyway, here is my progress. As you can see, we filled in this whole section right here. We're working on this one, and then we started up here. There is some more of the 907 up there, but I just finished out the floss. And then the 905 is a couple of colors over here, and then I think it fills in. But basically what I was talking about is I need to see if I can fill in this section, or if I have to fill in this section to move the Q-snap up, which I think I do. But it's basically just the rest of the tree, so I'm gonna look at the picture again and see if I think I can do that. Yeah, it's looking really good. I especially like this section up here. And I'm just continue working on that and see you all later. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Saturday the 18th. It is 3:33 p.m. and I did not go to my stitching group today like I was planning because the baby woke up with a little bit of a cold, so stayed home so I could help take care of him. And I didn't do any stitching yesterday, but I am planning on doing some right now, so I'm probably not going to get a ton in, but I have 17 stitches left for my current stitching adventure task. I didn't realize it was only 17, or I would have finished those probably. We are starting a new color, which is 906. And then I have like 750, I think, left for the yearly task for magical stitches. So I'm going to do this color and then move the Q-snap. I probably could do it now, but just to be on the safe side, figured just go ahead and put those in. And then I think we'll be able to move out of the greens, maybe, and then go into more of the blues again. So, but we do have a lot of blue in our future. So I'm just going to continue doing that. Once I put in the 17 that I need, I'm going to look at the tasks and see what else needs doing. I know there's still a lot, but I haven't looked at the group in a little while, so I'm going to continue doing that and check in with you all tomorrow, hopefully. But here is where we are. So we finished all of this down here. Definitely you can see the tree. That's what the brown was the tree trunk. And a lot of these greens up here. So this is the 906, which I think fills in most of this. And then I think it fills in a lot of up here, but I need to double check that because I haven't actually turned on my tablet yet. So anyway, it's looking awesome, and I will see you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Monday, June 20th. It is like 5:30, I think, and I didn't get any stitching on Sunday, but I did get 200 stitches put in on Saturday, so not the worst. But we did move the Q-snap, and I'm going to do a little stitching right now. I don't have a ton left, but I have 127 stitches left for my current task of gathering firewood for Stitching Adventures. It is just the beta right now, so if you wanted to join, and I think even when it starts, you still can. But we're just doing the beta, so it doesn't actually count for anything yet. But I have 562 stitches left for my yearly task on this project, and I didn't touch my stocking, so I still have 734 and a half stitches left for my stocking yearly. Both of those are magical stitches. So I've not looked at the weekly yet for magical stitches, but I'm going to take a picture of my project and hope that it either fits or that it... All right, I'll use penalty for it. Just to, like I said, I'm really working on getting this one finished as far as the yearly task on it so that I can move on to something else. But I'm liking how my progress on this is going, and so I really want to just try to get it to a good stopping point, because I'm wanting to move on to, like I said, something else. Hopefully my stocking would be great, but baby boy is sick. If you can hear him, he is not feeling well. He has a little bit of a cold, nothing serious. We took him to the doctor today because he had a fever over the weekend, but he got a little bit of a steroid to help with some inflammation. But other than that, they couldn't find anything wrong with him, so that is good. And I won't get as much stitching time this week because you'll not be going to daycare tomorrow, but hopefully he feels better soon. He's already starting to feel a little bit better, I think. But anyway, here is where I got to. So we finished up the tree basically, and we're moving this over to finish out pirates. And so we're working up here, so a lot of blues. This is the next spot where the green is. And I know it's in here a little crooked, but I think this is not the top stitch of, oh, what project, or what right is this? Big Thunder Mountain. But I think I left enough room to get to the top, and then we have Dumbo over here. So I'm gonna work on finishing up Adventureland, Frontierland area before we move on to Fantasyland and the castle. But I don't think this is, or I know this is not going to be done in order to, or by the time I finish up the yearly. So I may want to keep working on it, I may not, but we shall see. So I'm going to take pictures so I can start the weekly, and I will see you all later. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Wednesday. Couldn't tell you what day it is. Wednesday the 22nd. I realized I had a calendar down there. It is, oh, couldn't even tell you, like 2:30, I think. And I will be able to stitch for a little bit. My mother-in-law came over to help with the baby, who is, I think, pretty much done being sick. He still has a little bit of a lingering cough, but that's good. So, well, not that he has the cough, but good he's getting better. And I put in 127 stitches on Monday, and then wasn't able to stitch Tuesday or Wednesday, so, or Tuesday. But I should be able to stitch tomorrow, I think. I think we're going to take him to daycare again. But the 127 finished out the firewood gathering. Well, one of them, I'm going to continue doing that. And those are 300 stitches a piece. And then I still have to finish out the 2 weekly tasks, which the first one was a penalty, so that's why I haven't finished it yet. And the second one, I think, is going to be a penalty as well. I need to double check it. But then I will continue working on the yearly task. I'm really hoping to get this done because that project right there is calling my name. But we're gonna just, there's actually another project that's calling my name too, both of which are black, so go figure. I think I'm in the Halloween mood. Yeah, so we're going to continue those, and here is where we're at with Disneyland Met. So we finished out this green, finished out the yellow, and now we are starting the blue, which filled in this little bit right here and then fills in a lot of the space around here. So I'm gonna start that and talk to you all later. But actually, before I go, I got some stitchy mail in. So when I watched Stitching at the Cabins, not the last video, but the one before, she had mentioned how much she loves sugar maple fabrics, and I was curious if I can get my hands on any, just to see. So I went on Google and I just typed it in, and it turns out this was being sold on Etsy, and this was also being sold from the same shop. So I got them because I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. And got them in. They're pretty, but they're not something I need to have. Whereas I know that she will appreciate them a lot more. So I offered to sell them to her for basically what I paid plus shipping. So these are going to go to Julie. I have projects I definitely could do on both of them, but they look very similar to fabrics that I dye myself, and so I just know that they will be much more appreciated with her. So just wanted to show you those. I did sit on these for a little while. I got them in probably about a week ago, but I really wanted to see if there was something that I wanted to keep or not. That being said, I have a 1-2-3 stitch order that I made yesterday with the money actually that I got back from these. So, but I also did my first order through Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, who is Sammy J. Stitch's shop, and got broom parking, because I can't say no to a cute cat, or Halloween, as we all know. And then I saw this one on the back, which I was gonna order at 1-2-3 Stitch. Sorry, glary. But it was sold out. And then I also got a set of 8-inch Q-snaps. And I thought, excuse me, I thought I had ordered the 11-inch, but then I realized that I had wanted the 11, but they were sold out. And so I just got the 8 instead. And I'm glad I saw these, because now, like, I'm glad I saw this and ordered this when I did, because the June album is full of Halloween charts, and so I'm glad I didn't wait on that, because I probably would have been tempted by a lot more stuff. And then she includes the floss card with that. So yeah, she sent these out pretty much the day I ordered, and it's came packaged really nicely. So I'm going to check in with you all later with, hopefully, the other thing I ordered comes in soon, but it's handmade, so it's going to take a little bit to get here, but I will show that when I do. So I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Thursday the 23rd. I did end up getting sick, so yay me. I tried to sleep in this morning, but my body wasn't having it. Luckily baby boy is pretty much better. He took the rest of his medication this morning, so hopefully that cough goes away. But it is 10 o'clock and I'm going to start stitching for the day. I don't have anything planned other than I have to run to the post office to send off the fabrics and go pick him up at 3, but other than that, I'm able to stitch. So I put in 226 yesterday, which leaves me with the remaining 300 to get another piece of firewood. Other than that, we have started the yearly stitching, so the weekly is done with, and I should be hopefully finishing this yearly task soon so that we can move on. So here is where we are. So we have just these stitches left here for Pirates. And then you can see the Mark Twain is taking shape. But I'm going to continue on that and check in with you all later. Alright, so here is our stopping point on Disneyland map. We finished the yearly progress, or the yearly task. So basically, you can tell I just filled in almost all of the ocean, or lake, river. It's a river. And we still didn't finish, so our needle's parked right there. We're working our way up through here with this color, and there's still quite a bit of it left. But we will continue this at a later time. And we're going to start the Christmas stocking again, which I will get out and show you as soon as I get this put away. Alright, so this is our starting point on stocking, and we have 735.5 stitches to go in on the yearly, and then we have 165 to go in to finish out the next bit of firewood for Stitching Adventure. So we're going to continue on over in this area, and I'll check in with you probably tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Friday the 24th. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning, I think, and I totally caught my baby's cold. So my mother-in-law's on her way over, and I am going to go back to bed because the baby was up all night as well. But I was able to put in 83 stitches on my stocking yesterday, so I'm going to show you that, and I'll just be working on this in bed because I need something to do. But I'm making no guarantees on progress because I don't know how long she's coming over for. But anyway, here is my stocking. So we filled in just this one color here and filled it in almost everywhere in the blanket. The blanket's still not done yet, so I need to go in and do that. And I think I might, well, I'm gonna finish out the blanket and then fill in this part, but there's actually these 6 stitches over, or 4 stitches over here too that I need to do that I'd forgotten about. So I'm just gonna work on that and see you all later. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Saturday the 25th. It's the morning. Couldn't tell you what time. The baby woke up. I went to get a bottle, and by the time I came back, he was asleep again. So I had my coffee, was expecting him to wake up, and he still didn't. So still feeling like crap. A little better today, but not much. But my mother-in-law stayed for quite a while yesterday, and so I was able to put in 489 stitches. I had to add up. Excuse me. On my stocking, and so I have basically 162.5 stitches left for my yearly task on my stocking. I'm going to try to finish that today. I make no promises. It's all going to depend on if my husband lets me stitch or not. But that means that basically what I'm planning on doing is finishing my next firewood task. So I'm going to go a little bit over, so even though I have 162.5, I think I still have another like 200 or so to finish the firewood. So I'm going to hopefully work on that, but here is where we are so far. So you can see we got a lot more of basically all of this is now filled in. The blanket is totally done. This color right here will be the next one to go in. We finished up almost all of this, the
thing here, whatever that is. I guess it's not a belt, I don't know what it is, but and then yeah, we're just gonna finish up the sleigh, and then probably, I'm thinking, come back up here and start working on the toys. But we still have like the runners and stuff down here, so we have a lot more brown slash gold to go in, but it's looking really good. And I think I'm now at the point, because I had messed up over here somewhere, I think I'm at the point now where I have fixed it in all the places that needed to be, and so I can move on and not have to worry about it. But it might still happen down here. I just have to double check. But yeah, I'm gonna start that, hopefully finish it, and check in with you all soon.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday the 26th. It's 9:30 in the morning, and I have put in 132 stitches yesterday. So I have 60 stitches left to finish. I only have like 30 for the yearly task, and 60 for the firewood, so I'm just gonna put in 60 in for both. Excuse me. I am feeling better. Baby is feeling better. He actually slept last night. He was waking up every 2 hours the last like 4 or 5 nights. So last night he slept like 5 or 6 hours at a time, so that was good. He's napping right now. And so I'm going to put in those 60 stitches, hopefully really quick, and then get to some chores. Still working on stocking. After this, I'm tempted to pull out like 2 or 3 projects. So I'm going to, and actually depending on what happens tomorrow, another project might join that mix, which I will tell you about tomorrow. Or I might end the video here and keep you all in suspense. Well, not end it here, but after I put in those 60 stitches, we'll see. But I'm gonna do another yearly task. Well, actually tomorrow starts a new week too, so I'm gonna look at the weekly tasks for magical stitches and see. That might determine what I start, but everything that I start is basically gonna be black. All 3 or 4 projects that I'm thinking of, so I guess I'm in the Halloween mood, even though one of the projects it's not Halloween, but definitely in that mindset. But anyway, until then, it's going to be more Christmas. So here is my progress on that. So I finished up the entire sleigh other than backstitching for the main part. And then I have this tail end that comes out here. Some of like the back of it here, which goes down a little bit. And then the rails to do still. But so I'm going to start this back color right here and check in with you all later. All right, guys, welcome back. It is 3 in the afternoon, and here is my stopping point. I put in the 61 stitches, and now I'm moving on to my stained glass piece, because the weekly homework in Magical Stitches is to stitch on something with a pig, and this has the 3 little pigs as well as Piglet from Winnie the Pooh. So I'll still show you what I was thinking about stitching, because I'm going to be starting that soon anyway, but definitely doesn't have a pig in it. But I'm excited to do this. This is one of the ones I was already thinking of doing anyway, so I see lots of black in my future. But I will check in with you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Monday the 27th. It's, excuse me, 1:15 in the afternoon. I am feeling better, not 100%, but was finally able to mail off that fabric. It is, or not it, but I put in 188 stitches yesterday, extra, on my stained glass piece. So what I'm planning on doing is putting in and that was 188 half stitches, so they count per half. I'm planning on putting in 200 full stitches, going in to put in the 100, and then counting those 200 towards the yearly task, then going in and doing the last 100 for the firewood with the weekly homework, and then going back to the yearly. And then whatever task I decide to do next. We only have, what, like 3 more days until the actual stitching adventure game starts. So I'm going to see what we have left to put in there. But I know we only have 1 more piece of firewood to collect, so I'm gonna work on that now. But here is where we finished. So we were about here last time. So I finished out this, came up here, and then we're gonna continue on up here and then work our way over. There's a lot of the black in this upper corner. This is the raven's wing right here, so I'm hoping once the black is done, we'll be able to see some characters. But this is the Maleficent panel. But I'm just gonna continue working my way around and check in with y'all later. Hey everybody. So it is still, oh, what is today? Monday? Monday the 27th. I put in 412 stitches. So you can see we got all of that upper part done, the entire raven for the black part, and Maleficent. So you can see her eyes there, her mouth. And there is a lot down in this area of just like the background stained glass pieces. But we are at 0.56% through, wow, 3,800 stitches exactly put in so far. And the 412 today, it brings us to the end of the weekly homework and the end of the firewood task. So I think I'm done with this for tonight, but when we continue on it, it's going to be the yearly stitching for magical stitches, and then probably boiling water. I think that's one of the largest tasks we have left. But yeah, it's looking good, and I will hopefully check in with you all in a couple. Actually, I have something to show you first. Don't mind me, I just came back from a walk in the 90-degree weather. But I didn't film this earlier, and the whole reason I filmed tonight was to show you guys the teaser that I talked about yesterday, which is my 1, 2, 3 stitch order. The first thing I got was this cute little kit, which is Eyeball Martini. And then I got some lemon and lime water lilies, 3 colors of Krynic. Let's see, you can see that green one. And if you can tell that sound, some beads. And some fabric. This is really hard to see. It's 28 count Dusk Lugana from Picture This Plus. It's greener in person. And what might this be for? I hear you ask. Well, I got it. I've had this pattern for a long time. I've wanted to start it for a long time, and I figured, why not? I was waiting to dye the fabric, but with baby, that makes it a little difficult. So this is actually one of the first pieces, might be the first piece actually, of dyed fabric that I've bought, other than those, which I don't really count because they're not like hand dyed or anything. But if you've done this pattern, you might recognize it from those threads and beads. Sleepy Hollow by Glendon Place. Like I said, I've had this one for a really long time, and I think I think I might have to make a few color changes, but especially that lemon lime for the moon, really gonna pop on that. My concern is the green, the 5009. Kind of hard to see, but I think it'll look fine. And then my other concern was the beads on it, namely those bottom beads right there. So I might need to switch those out, but it's fine. I do have an entire stash of beads that I can use. And I think those are just used, let's see, which ones are those? 03022. Those are used in like the pumpkins on the side. That's gonna focus, but like the very top and bottom. Not to flip you off, but like those 4 stitches on the top and bottom. So that would be an easy switch. Or just use them because it's not like it's a super important part of the pattern. Anyway, so that is going to be a new start, hopefully very soon. It'll probably be a middle start just because it's easier. I'm not gonna try to get it into Pattern Keeper. I'd rather just stitch it. So I did make copies on my scanner. So I'm gonna highlight it and all that, but which I haven't highlighted a pattern in a long time. But this one's, I think, complex enough that it makes sense to highlight. So I did that yesterday. So basically, now that I have my fabric, nothing left to do but start it. So stay tuned for that, but I'm gonna be putting more in on stained glass because A, I wanna finish the black in that panel, but B, I also want to try to stick to one yearly task at a time. If I have to do 2, not a huge deal, but that's gonna be my plan for now. Not to say that I won't, if it fits in a weekly task, which the new week starts, I think actually because the first of the month is on a Friday, I think we'll probably have a pop-up event over the weekend. So if it fits that, I might do it then, but it's gonna get in a pen. But anyway, tomorrow I do have a free day, quote unquote, because he is going to preschool. And I don't have any plans, I don't think, or anything I need to do. So it'd be awesome if I could finish the panel tomorrow, but we're gonna see. But anyway, I will talk to you then and see you all later. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Thursday the 29th, 30th. It is 9:30 in the morning and I put in 900 stitches on Tuesday. Didn't do any yesterday, but that's all right. We're gonna see how much we can put in today. I don't have anything to do today, I don't think, but I do have work tomorrow, so I don't think I'm gonna get any in tomorrow either, but I have a few things to show you. I have my stitches, which we finished the black, finished 154, which was purple. I think we finished one more, finished 3371, which is like brown black, and now we're working with 940, I think, 890, which is the green. So we're getting colors put in, which is fun. You can't really tell because they're all really dark, but that's all right. But I also want to show you one of the purchases that I made, which is this. I bought a Kay's table / lap stand. I got it on Etsy for 50 bucks because it's unfinished or unstained or whatever, which fine by me. And then I have the 8-inch frame right here that I had bought, but I'm going to
put it with my 11-inch one, I think. It says this will take up to a 22-inch frame. I don't know if that is Q-snap, but I'm pretty sure that's an actual words today, scroll frame. So since Q-snaps are lighter, it might even be able to take a longer one than that, but I'm gonna put this with my 11, or like combine the 8 and 11s, and see what we can do with that. But here is my progress. So you can see we have our hand right here. We finished all of the flame down here. This actually I realized is a Boo's tail from Aladdin. But you can definitely see more of her facial features coming out. You can kind of see some of the purples down there. The greens, you can kind of see like that one's green. So really hard to see, but basically what I did was filled in the missing stitches in this second row up here, and then I'm doing it over here. And then it's like these are green right there. Yeah, super hard to see. But then I'm gonna work my way starting after I finish up the second row with the third row and just work my way across. But this green has quite a bit left in it, so I'm gonna work on that and check in with you all later.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is Friday the 1st. It is 1:20 in the afternoon, and my mother-in-law is here to take care of the baby for a couple hours, and my work is kind of done for the day, so I'm going to do some stitching. I put in 816 stitches yesterday, so not quite the 900, but close. And we can actually see some color coming in. So again, these are half stitches, so I'm doing more. I have to do twice as many. But I didn't end up doing anything else other than stitching yesterday as far as crafty wise. So I have, I think, like 800 or so stitches left to go, full stitches, to finish the yearly task. And it is a new month, which means the official Stitching Adventures game has started. So I think I'm going to do a healing task for that one. We have to put in 10,000 stitches on healing, and I think I would be good at that as far as, because I do large amounts of stitches at a time. It's easier for me to do those than to like break them up among every like 100 or 200 stitches to like do gathering and stuff. So I think I'm gonna sign up for that, and we're gonna be working still on stained glass for a little while. So here is that. We're putting in 911, so it's another green, but it's basically just gonna go along with those that are already in there. And these greens are really fun. They don't show up super well on camera, but they're like a very like bright emerald. So they're fun. But anyway, I'm gonna continue on that and check in with you all later. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Saturday the 2nd. It is, what time is it? 2:30 in the afternoon, and I did a little stitching today, but I'll show you that in a second. But I did put in 472 stitches yesterday on the stained glass piece. So we're getting a lot of greens in there, which is nice. And, well, not a lot of green, but noticeable green, shall we say. And then the next section, we're gonna see some more yellows. So here is my progress on that. So we put in the one color of green, and now we are working with 910, which is this really bright light color. And then up here in this section, this whole section is yellow, but I still have some, like 1 or 2 more colors up here, I think, to put in for the green, but didn't get very far on this. We had 909 and now we have 910, so
We have this section in here and then a lot in here. So we're gonna work on that next. But the thing that I was working on today so far is my tiny baby start on Sleepy Hollow. So yeah, giant piece of fabric. And these are only half stitches so far, because what I'm going to do is do the whole border, which is the whole outside border, but going across and doing every 10th stitch. So there's actually 9 just because it started 1 stitch in. But then so doing the half stitches, then crossing the 10th / 9th in this case, but 10th every one hereafter. But I started from the way I always start when I do upper left starts is I fold my fabric in the middle and then I literally count up and then over the number of stitches I need to make sure it's pretty much perfectly centered, because I don't like center starts, which I thought I would do on this one, but figured the way the border is, it's like literally just this one color all the way around the outside and then all the way around the inside, because it's like a double border. So since it's all the same color and it's not a variegated or anything, it's just $37.99, I figured I would just do that. So little tiny baby start. I was afraid you wouldn't be able to see it, but now that more stitches are in, because it is a little more even colored in person, but now that enough are in a row, you'll be able to see it, so I'm not worried. But there it is, and I will check in with you all later.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday the 3rd. Yes. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've done a little stitching today. Yesterday I put in, I don't remember how many, I think it was, no I do, 130 stitches. So not a lot, but we did finish out that green. And you can see we have a change of location today, because, hi buddy, we are going to try stitching in his room today, since he is a little more mobile, he's a little more self-sufficient. When I say a little more mobile, he literally is practically crawling, and he just turned 5 months yesterday, so he can literally scoot himself all the way across the floor, and has, in addition to all the rolling. So I have to keep an eye on him. But we're sitting on the floor and we will try to do some stitching. This morning he ended up going back to sleep after waking up, but he did it in bed, and he was in our bed, and he was very face down in the sheets. He's smiling. He's also very obsessed with phones now, so but so I had to stay up to keep an eye on him and make sure that he didn't smother himself or anything like that. He's so smiley. He's so smiley. So when I realized he was going to be sleeping for quite a while, he ended up taking a 2-hour nap. I grabbed out my Sleepy Hollow, but that's in the other room, so I'm not going to show that to you right now. But basically I just did the entire top row of the border, and then just now I put in 9 stitches down, but realized that I wanted to work on the stained glass instead. So I put in 170 on that ish. But here is the stained glass. We're putting in 911, so it's another green. But it's basically just going to go along with those that are already in there. And these greens are really fun. They don't show up super well on camera, but they're a very bright emerald. So they're fun. But anyway, I'm going to continue on that and check in with you all later. So I'm going to end this vlog series here, since we kind of came to a natural stopping point. So I will see you all next week. Thank you all so much for liking and subscribing, and I will see you all later.